Welcome to Arise America. I'm Sheila McVicker. Most aren't old enough to buy a beer, rent a car, or even vote, but they are leading a movement determined to change gun laws in the United States. The students of Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, will be joined tomorrow by tens of thousands from across the country, marching in Washington, D.C., bringing their message to lawmakers. And it's not just Washington. There are 800 sister marches planned around the world. In Washington, they will march alongside celebrity supporters Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus, and Demi Lovato. The students have raised millions of dollars, which have been boosted by celebrities. George and Amal Clooney, Oprah Winfrey, and today Taylor Swift have all donated millions. The students have ordered up 14 jumbotrons, 2,000 chairs, and 2,000 public restrooms. But most important is their message.
We have come here today to hold accountable politicians and their disturbing inaction. Never again will our voices, students' voices, be shunned into silence.
Every day I get up and I go to school wondering if I'm going to have a school shooting at my school any day. And I feel like I should not feel like that. None of my friends or family members should feel like they should be frightened to go to school.
If you have been affected by gun violence, please raise your hand to honor those you have lost.
We together as Americans, regardless of whether or not you've been affected, regardless of what your race is, regardless of your ethnicity or religion, we must stand up together as a unified front as Americans and fight for change, because no one else will.
The students have the backing of a vast majority of Americans. In a new poll, nearly 7 out of 10 adults think there should be stricter gun control laws. That's the strongest support since the AP first asked the question 5 years ago. But the poll also found nearly half of Americans do not expect lawmakers to take action. Breyana Kirkpatrick is planning on being on the streets tomorrow in Washington, and she joins us from our Washington bureau. Welcome, Breyana. Tell me, why is it important to you to go out tomorrow?
It is important for me to go out tomorrow because young people like me, we don't have the opportunity to vote, so marching is our only necessity source that we can use.
What's the message that you want to take to lawmakers?
The message I want to take to lawmakers is let's work on changing America. Let's get stricter gun control. Let's make our country great.
Do you think, or do you have a sense that lawmakers are perhaps now listening to young voices like yours in a way in which they haven't in the past?
No, I believe that they should listen to us even more, meaning come out on Washington tomorrow.
So tell me, in your own school, do you do drills? Do you rehearse what to do in the event that you had an active shooter in your school?
We have not yet did that, but we also do fire drills and earthquakes, things like that. But we do make sure that we cover those things in the classes that in class discussion, sorry.
Do you and your friends talk about what might happen or what you might do if there were an active shooter in your school?
We have talked about it. Unfortunately, it's a really scary place. You don't really know what to do in front of a gun. I have many friends that actually been in front of a gun before. So in that case, you don't know what to do. So I don't have a direct answer for you.
Have you thought about or talked to your parents about what you might do if something like that took place?
Yes, I've talked to my parents about it. It's very scary for all of us. But, you know, just being in a school environment and knowing that your life could be executed one day, that's really scary. So we do try to take precautions with that.
So tell me about that conversation with your parents. How did that come about, and what did you say and what did they say?
Well, as all families, we all look at the news, and it was just, we just had a family discussion about, in that case, what would we do? Mainly, we would just listen to the adults, but I can't give a direct answer of what I would do in that situation personally.
So tomorrow when you go out, are you going out with some of your friends from school?
Yes, I'm going out with some of my friends from school as well as my mother.
And are you wearing or bringing with you a sign or wearing a T-shirt?
Yes. Me and my mother decided to create T-shirts with children's names written on it. She is an educator, so she'll write all her students' names on there. As for me, I'm going to write on my shirt, I go to school to be educated, not shot.
Wow, that's a pretty powerful message. How do you think it's going to feel walking alongside so many thousands of others who are all carrying the same kind of message?
So I actually participated in the Women's March last year, and so I got a feel of what a march was really like. So just marching with 1,000 people and spreading positivity, I think that is the best way to get our message across peacefully.
And what does it mean to you that so many celebrities, people who are really famous like George and Amal Clooney or today Taylor Swift, have given money to this cause, donated in fact millions of dollars to help this take place?
I think that's very excellent. I think that having celebrities, reach out, I think that is amazing. It spreads propaganda throughout America, even, internationally, to say that there is problems that we need to fix.
And can I ask you, what do you think when you listen to the students from Parkland, the students in Florida?
I empathize with them as well as commend them for the strength that they have to even get up on camera and to discuss what they've been through. I could not have imagined. And I do, send my empathy.
Well, Breyana Kirkpatrick, we thank you for being with us today, and we hope you have a great time on the march tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.